Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Good Hang. Boy, we have a superstar on this podcast today and a wonderful person. Ariana Grande is joining us. And, you know, I never had the pleasure of meeting Ariana, and I walked away feeling like the biggest fan, but also like I had met just a dear, open-hearted and tender and nice person. So we are going to talk about a lot of things today. We're going to talk about Ariana's love of the Christopher Guest movie Best in Show. We are going to talk about what it was like singing with Mariah Carey. We're going to talk about how she likes to take a bath, and she's going to demonstrate what she does in there. And we're going to, of course, talk about Wicked 2, the film that's out this week, the gigantic hit that she is the star of. But before we get started talking to Ariana, with a person this special, we really need a special person to kick us off. And, you know, I wanted to talk to somebody who knows Ariana, who is, close to her, who wants to speak well behind her back and give me a good question to ask her. And we have the one, the only Bowen Yang. Bowen Yang from SNL, who I just got the chance to perform with a few weeks ago. Incredible actor, comedian on a terrific podcast with Matt Rogers, Las Culturistas, which we all know and love. So let's hear what Bowen has to say about our girl, Ariana. Bowen, hi. This episode is presented to you by Walmart. I'd like to say that I'm a pretty good gift giver, and for me, it's about making the extra effort to find the perfect gift. Walmart has the top brands we all love in one place. Nespresso, Nintendo, Apple, you name it. That's why it has to be Walmart for all my gifts this year. Guest Best Gift Giver Award goes to yours truly. Get the brands everyone loves at prices you'll love at Walmart. Who knew? Go to walmart.com or download the app to get all your gifts this season.
I love this print and this pussy bow.
Oh my God, thank you. I really was trying to think about what to wear for Ariana, and I wanted to go a little high femme.
Yes.
And this won't come as a surprise, but I don't have a lot of that in my closet.
You are the high femme. You don't need adornments for that.
Wow, thank you. She does bring out a real like delicate feminine
daintiness.
Energy. Yes, a daintiness that's really nice to try to get into. Okay, we're going to talk to her today, and thank you for this time. But before we do, I just have to say, once again, confess my love for not only you and all of the work that you do, but Las Culch, which congratulations on the award show that you created out of nowhere that I hope is very strong and lucrative IP for years to come. Congratulations on your podcast, which continues to delight, inform, and entertain me in all different ways all the time. I love it.
The fact that, thank you so much, I received that. The fact that I was watching my heroes, you and Kristen, name dropping us very casually in your discussion about Salt Lake City housewives, I like leapt out of bed. I was like supine in bed, maybe flirting with seasonal depression. Sure. And then y'all cured me right quick.
God, seasonal depression is a funny drag name for
for, I don't know, anyone.
Yeah,
for me,
ladies
I'll
and gentlemen, seasonal depression.
Coming to the stage.
By the way, before we get to to the question, where are we right now? Are we in an office of yours?
We are in my home office, and I feel like I'm a commentator on MSNBC.
Well, I was going to say, if we were on a Zoom right now, like a Zoom pitch or something, I would pin your photo, make it full screen right now, and I would look at everything. Do you not do that when you're on Zoom?
Listen, if this were my podcast, I would go into an I don't think so honey about blurring your background on Zoom. I get why people do it.
I don't like it. I think a blurred background is usually hiding a bed.
Yeah, unmade.
An unmade bed. And yep. I remember those days of COVID where heads of giant film studios were talking in front of their unmade bed on Zoom.
Have some respect.
Have some.
Not for you, for me.
Exactly. Have some respect for me.
I don't want to see that. I don't want to see a crumpled duvet.
No, get in front of a blank wall, babe. Anything but a bed in the background. You're a grown man.
You're a grown, and somehow you're underlit. Like, fix it.
But so congrats on your background. It's beautiful. I love it.
Thank you.
And
So
okay,
cheers.
So we're talking to Ariana Grande today, and you know, I have been very heartened and not surprised by the relationship that you two have. Like talent loves talent, and the both of you feel like you have just become very genuine and warm friends. Is that the case?
It is absolutely miraculously the case.
When did you guys first meet?
We first met in rehearsals for Wicked, and this was after the saga of me maybe not being able to do the movie because of the SNL schedule, and it was always in that time like my top priority. Our wonderful benefactor, friend, boss, Lorne Michaels was like, you can't miss shows. Like, if you're going to fly back and forth to London, like, I just don't think it's going to work. And then on the Wicked end, they were trying to figure out how to make it happen. And they were like, okay, I think we're going to deploy Miss Grande to pick up the phone and call up Lorne and try to convince him to let me do it. And I think that was the beginning of like sealing the deal, of finalizing it, right? It's like just that, imagining that like to be a wiretap fly on the wall for that phone conversation is really thrilling to me. Just like hearing the two of them talk to each other. I mean, they have a great relationship too, because she's been at the show. She hosted the first time. I thought that was a gangbusters episode before my time there. And so she already like went to bat for me before I even met her.
And Lorne was like, Ariana. I get it.
Ariana, I get it.
I get it. It's that thing where you're trying to balance and
friendship and your dreams.
Are you going to Wimbledon?
Are you going to Wimbledon? You know, I was at Tom Stoppard's birthday. And
yes.
He's written some of the best plays ever. And I think, Wicked's a play. Isn't it? Was a book first?
Would you say it's a play? But shout out to Lorne. He did not need to give you that time off, babe. He didn't need to give you the time off, and she closed the deal.
Didn't need to, and she closed the deal, and then thus began this like really organic thing. And I was this thing that I've learned from working at SNL is like, you never step on the gas if you want to like make any sort of genuine connection with the host. You never want to force a friendship or camaraderie. And so I went into that experience being like, I'm going to be boundaries king, mutually like respecting other people's and honoring my own. And I was not like forcing this friendship necessarily, but she was just so warm and inviting. And somehow within like a couple of weeks, we were like watching Mommy Dearest together and like playing Rummy Cube and like baking cakes. And it just happened in the most unforced way, I think. And that also speaks to like the tone of the friendship and sort of her personhood in herself. Like she's just a very, I don't know. I think she's someone who like is strength in softness. She is like, incredibly vulnerable, and that is why people adore her.
So do you have a question that you think nobody ever asks Ariana, or would be an interesting question for her to speak about, or, something that would be fun for us to talk about?
Yeah. I mean, like, what does she think the through line of her work is? Like, I think she has had such a varied career, right? Like you start off Broadway, you go to Nickelodeon, you go pop star, you go actor, and like there's like fashion iconography on top of that, like throughout. It's like, I want to see what the unifying theory is from her. She will kind of like squirm at that question, because anytime I like want to like talk to her about like what her favorite album is, she's like, don't do that. Like, it's great. It's great. It's like true front. She's like, you're not like Entertainment Tonight. Like, what are you doing? I'm curious to see how she would answer that through you, through me. And also the second question is, silly, dumb question. What's the best note to sing?
Ooh.
What's the best note to sing?
That's such a good, it's so good because, I mean, I'm sure you are the same. I mean, I just love music and watching when the way singers sing. I feel that way about when dancers dance. Like, it's just like, wow, how did you do that? I just can't, it just feels like magic. And there's so many notes that she can sing.
Right. She must have one that she
must
loves.
have like, let's do a B, let's do an A. Let's keep it in G.
Keep it in G. Let's do G5 or whatever the octave is. It's like the letter and the number because it's the octave on the piano or whatever. Like, I don't, I'm not a music theorist, but I'm sure she has a thought around that.
That's such a good question. It's like, we've done B minor too many times. That old hacky note.
Oh, that old chestnut. Ugh. Get that away. Get B minor away. I need to do major. Well,
I cannot wait to see you soon. Thank you so much for doing this. I know she will be thrilled that you did, Bowen. I just adore you.
I love you so much. I'll see you very soon.
Same. Thank you so much for
Okay.
your time.
Bye, guys.
Bye. This episode is brought to you by L'Oréal Paris. Is anyone not overwhelmed by the number of skincare options out there these days? L'Oréal Paris gets it, and they're changing the game with their Revitalift Triple Power Moisturizer. It replaces 3 whole steps of your skincare routine with one perfect, super-powered serum. Formulated with pro-retinol, vitamin C, and hyaluronic acid, it reduces wrinkles, firms, and brightens, all for under $30. Revitalize your skincare and your complexion with the Revitalift Triple Power Moisturizer by L'Oréal Paris. Order now on Amazon. Ariana.
I'm so excited to be here with you. I don't even know how to talk anymore. That was not
It's okay.
English.
Did you just use an English accent?
I know. You have to start over.
Do you? I feel like you're a sponge, though. I feel like you pick up on the way other people talk.
I think I've always loved to do voices. Like when I was a little girl, I loved to impersonate and do characters and voices and accents. And
you're so good at them. And that's kind of what I wanted to start with today. First of all, it's nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you too. I love you so much.
I love you too. I feel like I know you, as most people do, but I am thrilled to meet you in person.
Me too.
And I was thinking about how to start today. And I was thinking, yes, we'll talk, of course, about the huge success of Wicked, and we'll talk about your music, and we'll talk about your life and all that. But I wanted to talk about you as a funny person, as a comedian, as a deeply, genuinely funny person. You're very funny.
Thank you. Coming from you, I'm shitting. As I've been saying since I walked in, but that's really how I feel. I adore you, and I look up to you so much. I love SNL. I'm like
You're
a student
so
of
funny.
Well,
what is your relationship to comedy? Like when you were growing up, what were you watching? What did you like?
My favorite movie was Best in Show. Yeah. From a really young age. Which is so strange, to be a child and to really love that. I don't know. I was really young.
Did you love that style of, that like mockumentary style?
I did. Yeah. I did. I loved like dry humor, and it made me feel so close to my family, like laughter. My dad and I bonded over our favorite movies. And
what's your dad's sense of humor?
We love Jim Carrey. We love, all the Adam Sandler movies and, that kind of thing. The Christopher Guest, of course, and SNL. And that was just sort of how we bonded, was through comedy.
Do you remember getting your first laugh? Do you remember like getting
my first laugh? Yeah, I actually, wow, I've never thought about this in my life, but I was really little. I don't know how old I was, but I was doing stand-up. I forget the name of my persona that I had created, but I was doing stand-up as a guy, as this old guy from my grandparents, and I got a laugh from them, and I just remember it felt so special. I don't know.
You were in their house doing it?
Yes, and I don't remember the name of the character, but it was full out. It was like I had disappeared into this man.
I'm always interested in the connection between musicians and comedians because I think they have some kind of love for each other, and I don't exactly know what it is.
I think so. I think I think for me personally, the thing that I love about both so much, music and comedy, is that they've always made me feel so like safe and like I can relate to the person, you know?
Yeah.
And
you learn a lot about somebody by what they laugh at.
yes,
Mm-hmm.
you do.
Yeah.
And when you find someone who has the same sort of like ticklish spots as you, that's just the best thing. You know, when you work with someone and you find someone that tickles you the same way. My best friend, Liz Gillies, we look up to you and Tina so much because we are like, oh my God, we should do things like that someday. And,
You guys are so funny together.
Oh my God.
What I love about what I've seen of your relationship is, again, that kind of feeling of play, like you know each other and you kind of rely, you're like being stupid, basically.
We love to be stupid.
Yeah.
What a gift it is to be able to play and be stupid sometimes.
I know. And I mean, I feel that when you do SNL is that you're not afraid to be stupid and you kind of like it.
It's the best.
It's the best.
And it's so vulnerable, but you can't be afraid. It's like, it's just the most thrilling thing. You really have to be down.
You do. You can't go in halfway.
No.
And it is, whether it's you impersonating someone or you're doing some stupid idea, I'm sure you feel this way too. I bet it's similar to singing, which is you have to kind of push through to the other side and make sure you're committing to whatever you're doing.
Have to see it through. It doesn't matter.
And if you're if you're locked eyes with someone in the scene is because you've done SNL a few times
and their bald cap is sliding and you're like, what the hell are we doing?
Yeah. Or you're like, this scene's never going to see the light of day. Like this is not making the show.
But you have to be safe with each other.
Totally. It really is where like love blooms.
It really is. It really is. It's true.
It's true because if you hang in there with each other, then you're kind of friends for life.
Yeah. It's true.
Yeah.
We've kind of had some really extraordinary circumstances with slime and bald caps and things.
Yeah.
And,
did you ever have any things on SNL where, you know, it's always fun, like the bloopers of that show, like where things go wrong or you don't make your change or anything, like a stress dream come true? Did anything ever happen there when you were there?
First of all, I am dying for your stories. Can I return the question after I answer?
Absolutely.
Please. I have so many for you. Can we do another episode where I'm just asking all the questions, please?
Let's switch seats.
But no, I thankfully, other than like breaking a couple of times, there was this sketch that didn't air that we did with Taran Killam, and he had this like big 70s hair, and he played this like weird musician person, and he wrote this song that was so long and so strange, and I don't think like Lauren loved it at the end of the day, but
sure, and the audience was like,
I loved it so much.
You were fighting for it.
The audience was on our side as well, but it was cut for time, and that was kind of heartbreaking because it was just so ticklish.
I bet he still thinks about that and appreciates it because there's nothing better than when the host fights for something of yours, even if it doesn't make it. It means something that they do.
I cherish it. My dad watches it every day. That sketch, it's on YouTube, and he watches it every single day without. I'm not kidding. He starts his days with Smile. I don't remember what it's called, but I think the song was called Smile.
And he was like a 70. So it made the show.
We were a sip of water, and she smiled too big for her face. And everyone was like, but we loved it. We loved it.
Oh my God. I mean, one of the people that became a friend to you is Bowen. Yang.
Yes.
Such a talented, nice person.
The most brilliant, the kindest, most caring, so ridiculously otherworldly smart, and just so funny. I love him so much.
Well, we do this thing on this pod where we kind of ask people, we have guests who know our guests to come on and we speak well behind their back and they give me a question to ask. And so we talked to Bowen today.
Oh my God.
Yes. Bowen was your person.
No.
Yes. And Bowen had such amazing things to say about you. And just that sketch when you two were together that was your idea, right? That when you were basically playing some version of your mom?
I was. A version of my mom.
So for people that don't remember, it was kind of like a version.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
She's very proud of that too.
Yeah. It was a game night that went wrong, basically.
It sure was.
Yeah. And you came to Bowen with the idea, which he said was like being handed a gift.
Yes, because sometimes life has to inform art. And this was one of those moments. I was like, Bowen, there's no reason that this happened if we're not supposed to use it. And it was
what is your mom like? Tell us what your mom is like that sketch.
I mean, just sometimes. That's a side of her. She's a beautiful, gorgeous soul. I love her so much. But she was very proud of that too. I warned her 15 minutes before it started. The show started that night. She was in my dressing room. She's like, break a leg, honey. I was like, by the way, sorry. I have to tell you because the wig arrived and it's your hair. I thought it was going to be like a blonde bob. I didn't know it was going to be your hair, but since it is your hair, you do have to know I'm you in a sketch. And she was like, oh, I can't wait. And she loved it.
She loved it.
And I heard her as I was running to my quick change being like, that's about me. That's about me. She's being me.
She loved it.
She loved it.
That's
she loved
great.
it. But we were having a family game night and my brother's husband's brother was a guest. We were playing games and, you know, I didn't get this thing that my brother and my mom have where playing games is really competitive.
Okay. You just want to have fun.
I love to have fun. I want to be with everyone. I love them. I'm like really thankful for the time that we get to be together. I'm like, yay, let's play a game. That's not how they are.
Yeah.
It's really intense. Yeah. And they're really grateful too. And it's good vibes until, you know, someone's losing. And then, my mom just said like under her breath, like tiny dick syndrome or something. And I was like, whoa, mommy, excuse me.
Mommy.
Wait.
Mommy, your inside thought went outside.
Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah.
I was like, Mom, you didn't just say that. And they were all like giggling, but like nervously. And I was like, she's joking. She's doing a bit. And she was like, no, that's what that is. And I was like,
coming down the barrel so hard.
And I was like, excuse me, guys. Bowen, hi. So something has just happened. And at some point in our lives, we have to use this.
You were so funny in it. I mean, you're so funny in so much stuff that you did. You're singing off key in Domingo, which is hard to do, I meant. Was it hard to do to sing off key?
It was fun. It was really fun. And I liked that it got worse every time I came back to the mic. Yeah. It was like, as it started really subtly. Yeah. But with game night, I had to fight for that one. Like you said, like sometimes it's the most gratifying when you fight for it and then finally people believe in it. Well, I was so happy.
I feel like I get a sense from you that, you know, and you've been working long enough now to know that one of the things I think that's nice about getting older is you know what you're good at. Like you're like, I think I can do this well. Like that isn't always the case when we're figuring ourselves out, like what we can actually deliver on. But I feel like that's what I mean about the confidence. I feel like you know what you can do well comedically.
That is such a generous and nice thing to say. Oh my God, I hope this is okay. Sorry that I'm here. No, I'm good. But I feel
that about you.
I know what tickles me, and I know that I know how it feels like with the players, like to experience, and if it has that like carbonation, that ticklish thing, then there's a chance, you know. Yeah. And I am not one to. You know, I would never, but we were in Lauren's office and we were going over the run of the show and he kept moving game night over. And I was like, Lauren, I'm so sorry. Please, can we at least try it at dress? Can we please try it at dress? Please. I'm so sorry. Like, I promise I owe you forever. Can we just try it at dress? Okay. And he moved it back.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, people don't know that what's so cool and terrifying about the SNL system is it still uses just index cards.
I love the index cards.
And you have these index cards with your scenes, and then it's just very like high school play. Mm-hmm. You walk in and everyone looks up to see if their card made it into the show.
It's so special.
It is. It's really old school, and it is. I have a little bit of PTSD when I see index cards because when you just said moving the index card, that I just had a moment of like, because I remember many times where the index card was in a safe zone and then you come in, you're like, where did it go?
Oh no. Wait, do you have ones that you want to share about?
Well, you know what's also fun about those index cards is there's always kind of a collection at the bottom because the show often runs long. Mm-hmm. And, you know, sometimes things have to get cut on the fly, as people know. There'll be like 2 index cards fighting for the bottom.
Right.
There'll be 2 scenes that are in the bottom, and you're like, see on the mat. Like, let's see which one makes it.
And you don't know until
you don't know.
It's just...
Yeah. It really does kind of build I think your tolerance for rejection.
Right.
Yeah. Just kind of like you get used to thinking, okay, this isn't my last good idea. I have to try again next week. I think that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I feel like, well, Bowen was so great talking about you because, he's such a friend and also loves talking about how easy it is to talk to you. And then his 2 questions were really funny. One, I don't really understand. One was kind of like
I'm scared.
His 2 questions. No, they're. But one was like, what would Ariana say is the trajectory of her career? What is the unifying theme?
Oh wow!
I know it's kind of might be hard to answer this early in the interview, but
no, I feel it feels clear. Actually,
she's ready to answer.
It feels as clear as
incredible.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I just am feeling a lot more connected to myself and my art since I started doing different things. I think, I spent so much time only doing pop music, but I grew up as a girl who loved musical theater and comedy. So I think the thing that will be like best for my soul and also for my art and for what I'm giving myself to is if I'm chasing things that sort of feel just very right in the moment, even if it's spontaneous, if it's something different. Like I am doing a movie right now because it's a role that I read the script and I love it and it's funny and I love the cast and I'm so excited. And then I'm going to do a small stint of shows next year because that is like something that authentically sounded good to me.
Yeah.
And then, from there are other things that are different. And I think following those authentic impulses, feels like a really good idea, like a good thing. I think
it's a sense of like getting older and understanding, like listening to your own body, like figuring out, asking yourself, what do you want first, which isn't always the case in when we're doing a lot of work. We're sometimes doing things because we have to do them or we should do them. And then when you take even a second to say, what do I want to do? What feels right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's something that is learned over time. For me, when I sort of came into all of this and my pop career sort of took over my life in a way, I didn't have that at all, you know?
Yeah.
And I think I feel very like privileged and grateful to have learned that there can be room for different creative endeavors.
Yeah.
And, so that's been a really beautiful thing. I think it will change a lot. I think the last, 10 or 15 years will look very different to the ones that are coming up. And I don't want to say any definitive things. Like I do know that I'm very excited to do this small tour, but I think it might not happen again for a long, 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 long time.
Sure.
So I'm going to give it my all and it's going to be beautiful. And I'm so grateful that I think that's why I'm doing it because I'm like, one last hurrah.
Perfect. Because
for now,
never say never.
No, I'm not.
And also I think to your point, like when you're able to step away from acting or music or writing, you really appreciate it when you get to go back to it.
So much more. And like you are able to do better by that art form because you're appreciative and really able to feel present in it.
Well, this leads me to Bowen's next question, which was, what is your favorite note to sing?
Oh my God. My favorite note to sing.
I know. Okay, I'm going to play you a note. You tell me if you like it. Okay. Because we got to get, I just got nervous when I just named the note G because I was like, that's a note, right?
Yeah. I know that G is a note that was the highest note of my ad lib that I sang in 13.
I think G is pretty high.
It was something that I sang in 13. I know that. That's a nice one. Can't tell you, but I love it.
Okay, let's do another one. What about?
Is this what I'm supposed to do?
Here we go.
I can't.
Here we go. Here's a C.
Oh. beautiful. He has never sounded better. La. Gorgeous.
Okay, so Bowen, we don't know. We don't know the answer.
Bowen,
we don't know.
But I did learn a lot about music theory today. Thank you so much, Amy Poehler, for my
One
lesson.
of those notes reminds me of Annie, which I know you were in, which is one of my favorite musicals.
Tomorrow.
Yes. What is that note?
I don't know.
We'll never know.
Don't know.
We'll never know.
I'll never know.
Never
but
know.
I do know.
That's a hard one to hit.
I hear the relation. I know why you thought of that.
One of my favorite songs in any musical is Maybe in Annie. I love Maybe. That is such a good song.
Sad one.
That's a sad one.
No, that'll do it.
Yeah, that'll get you going.
That'll get you going.
And was that fun to be a little kid in Annie?
It was fun to be a little kid in Annie.
What a part!
What a big part. It was really a huge undertaking at that age.
It's true. I was talking to Rachel Dratch. We were talking about musicals that like shaped us. And for women my age, I'm in my 50s, like Annie was just, it was kind of like, it was about us. Like it was like a musical for us. It really was. It felt like it was not about us. We were not orphans.
I was thinking, wait.
But it was for us.
Annie was for you?
It was she was the same age as us, right?
Oh, yes.
Like that part was, to have a young girl be the lead of a Broadway show, and it's named after her.
Yes.
It's not called Daddy Warbucks and the little girl.
Not.
It's called Annie.
It shouldn't be called that.
It shouldn't be called that.
I don't like that title. Wait, so what are your
Well, it's funny with my SNL or my musical.
Your SNL
bloopers?
Blooper. What's one of your favorite blooper moments?
One thing that comes to mind is one time I was doing a sketch where I think Jason Bateman was the host, and there was a monkey in the sketch, like I would say maybe a chimpanzee, like a
an
formidable
animal actor?
Yes, an animal actor.
How do you feel about animal actors?
I don't like them.
Yeah, not good.
I don't like them, and it's too stressful for me. And it was like a young chimpanzee, and I'm going like this because I just want to show how strong it was.
Yeah.
And I walked past the chimpanzee, and it reached out and grabbed me by the wrist.
Oh no!
And wouldn't let go.
Oh fuck!
In the middle of a quick change. I think it was like the blonde hair or my vibe.
Ooh.
And I started screaming.
Oh, that's really traumatic.
And
that's
chimpanzees
really
are very strong.
Yeah, I famously.
Yeah. So that was one where I was like, and I couldn't get it to let go of me.
Were
and
you
I had
okay?
to, yeah, it was all fine. It was all fine. But would that be considered a blooper?
I don't know. I think that's like PTSD.
Yeah, that's PTSD.
That's like a different folder. But I love it. I'm glad I know.
I do want to talk to you about musicals because I know you love musicals, of course.
I do.
I like them very much. I do. I like them very much. I feel
they are. I can also admit they're ridiculous.
Well, what I love about them is when I feel transported. To me, that is the best feeling ever when I watch anything. But it's harder for me to get transported in musicals than in other things. And I get it's kind of like improv. Like there's a vulnerability in that moment, and if it's good, you're psyched, and if it's not good,
it's tough.
It's tough.
It's good. It's ticklish.
Yes. How do you, when you've done many musicals, you're currently making a film about probably the most famous musical, Wicked. Like when you have that moment right before the actor sings,
right?
It's just like jumping off a cliff, kind of. You have to stay in the acting moment and then switch into song. Do you know what I mean? What do you do in the preciousness of that moment?
Well, for Wicked, thankfully, I do feel like it's really well written for the characters and for the moment. So it feels like they have to sing the next thought, But I think so that it can be as honest as possible and feel like it's just acting and like the singing, whatever, it's vocal training way long before you get there. So that it doesn't even feel like a thought. Like I trained my voice for months before my first audition because Glinda's voice is so different than mine.
How did you train it?
I trained with my vocal coach, Eric Vitro, and it just takes muscle memory. So for weeks and weeks and weeks. I'd go every day. I was a coach on The Voice at the time, and I was going in the mornings to Eric and then my acting coach, Nancy Banks, and we would work on random things, not even Glinda related things, just to sort of get the muscles moving. And I hadn't acted in a long time, and it was important to me to get ready for the audition. And, I just spent every day going to retrain that falsetto operatic area of my voice because I wasn't using it for a long time. And you can hear the quality change if you look through like the voice notes from way back then. Like the first week I went, there was so much air seeping out. And then slowly but surely, like week after week, there was more purity and more clarity to the tone.
When you get higher, does there have to be less air? Like everything has to be tighter in the vocal cords?
No, I think it just sounded, I guess what I mean by that was that you could hear like more rasp in my voice.
Right.
So the same amount of air, but just the quality became clearer and more pure as time went on.
And Glinda doesn't have a rasp.
She's
Does she?
No, I mean, unless there's like an emotional break or something like that, that can be imperfect, but she has a pure tone. Yeah. And it's more classical. And I trained really hard so that could not be a thought on set, so that by the time we were in it and had to move seamlessly into the songs, hopefully, that wasn't a stress. That wasn't a thing. No one was worried about, are the notes going to come out right? And if they didn't, it probably made sense emotionally. There are moments where, especially in the second one, where we have breaks and we have like choked up and you can hear it. And that's kind of like the beauty of being able to do it live on set, because you get to honor what's happening in the scene. Yeah. But it's wicked. And I get what you're saying, where like, maybe if it was something else, it might be, I don't know. It's like that back and forth is so hard to do. But, thankfully these songs felt so intentional. Every single song in Wicked feels so purposeful for the arcs of the characters and for what's going on. Did you speak in a different voice as Glinda? I did, yeah. A higher voice so you could stay there when you sang? I did. It was kind of, so on days when I'm singing, and also most of the time, this is kind of where my voice sits, is like here. Yeah. But sometimes it'll move lower and then sometimes it'll move higher. For Glinda, when she's younger, it was a little bit pingier. And when she's older, it's a little more grounded, a little more lived in. She's like a public figure now. She's supposed to, she has this like responsibility. So it's a little more, and she's been through more. So it has a slightly different tone. But then when she's with Elfie again and having fun, there's more pep. Yeah. And I feel like people. That's incredible that you tracked all that. It was important. Yeah. Thank you. But, it felt really important and helpful because we were shooting both films at the same time. Yeah. So just making sure, I kept track of all of that with color-coded sticky tabs so that I could take a peek at which color so that I could bounce back and forth. And then, there were a lot of little tools that helped with the mindset shift between both films, but that was one of them. And singing voice and speaking voice feeling a little different, that was a really fun thing to sort of figure out. Some of her songs in the second movie, you get to hear her open up a little more. Whereas like everything in the first movie is so controlled and prim and proper and bubbly. You get to kind of like peel back so many different layers. She grows a lot in the first movie. Her arc she has a big arc in the first movie. And then in the second one, there's a lot more to go. Yeah. Because you're so good, you're such a mimic. You do men's voices very well. I am working on it. Because I'd like to do more male drag and more male voices. Your Eugene Levy was amazing. Thank you. How did you see that? How have you seen that? From my laptop. Everything is here. No one knows about that. Can you do a little Eugene Levy? Do you remember? Okay. The thing about that day is I went to a place that I've never gone before. And I don't know if I'm able to access that just on the fly, but I can try. Of course. I also had put my gum in my Invisalign. Ooh, that's helpful. We had teeth, but they weren't like working. They weren't sticking. So So I put gum in my Invisalign, which really helped.
And you were playing the character he played in Best in Show.
Yes, it
not
wasn't
Eugene.
It was
Eugene is very sophisticated, not this character.
Jerry Fleck.
Mm-hmm.
I was playing Jerry Fleck. And he was sort of like, hold on, I have to relax my body. I don't know how to drop into this. Oh,
Eugene.
I'd like to think that Cookie and I, it's not as low as I'd like today. I don't have my basement today.
It's so good.
Work as a team, though I do nothing. She does all the work with Winky. Back to, I don't know, back in the day when I was at Ponce de Leon Junior High. Well,
I wish you could. I wish people listening could look at
so
Ariana's
bad.
face.
It's really bad. What is it
It's
doing?
not.
I never have any idea.
It's transforming. It's really good.
I never have any idea.
But you have a way to get pretty. You can get pretty low.
I sometimes can. Yeah.
And you do have that. I mean, I feel like there's a lot of men's voices you could do well.
Oh my God.
Because you're
Amy,
you're very high femme, as people like to say. I don't know. And high femme.
I think.
And but
I think we both are.
I didn't think I was, but Bowen told me I was.
I think you are, but you also have such comfortability doing great male voices and characters.
Same. And I think what I love about you is the way in which you're very like open and supportive of the way that gender is its own fluid experience and expression in the way you live your life, and also the way you support people who are expressing that fluidity. Mm-hmm. But I think you have a very interesting masculine, feminine energy that you're always playing around with, and it's cool to see it.
It's so nice.
It's cool to see it.
That's so nice.
You have a wide range of how you can play around.
That is so nice.
Yeah.
I'd like to play more men.
Yeah. Okay. America?
Oh, we should have worn mustaches for this.
I love a mustache.
Like
I love a mustache.
I love a mustache as well. For Jerry, for my performance as Jerry, I I had these big eyebrows and no other makeup and the Invisalign on my teeth. It was really fun.
And then you can do that really breathy, and also Judy Garland is up in that world. Judy. I know you love Judy. And you can do, I'm just
so nice.
I'm pointing out your range.
Coming from you, I feel like I am dreaming.
I don't know if anyone's told you, you're very talented.
That is very kind.
You're very, very talented.
Well, so are you. I don't know.
Well, I mean, and it's so fantastic to hear your name up with, it's like Celine, Whitney, Mariah,
what are you
Ariana.
talking about?
You're in that sentence.
No.
Yes, ma'am.
No.
Yes, you are in that sentence. And
That's crazy.
It must be, I guess, because I'm talking about people that you love, study, and completely like are a huge fan, and you're also their peer and you're singing with them. Who is someone that you sang with that you had to just kind of like keep looking over and being like, oh my God, like I can't believe I'm singing with them?
Mariah.
Yeah.
Every time I cross paths with her, which has been like a handful now, and that feels just like such a dream, I have to pinch myself. And the best part is how kind she has been to me and how she's embraced me. And she's a wonderful, kind person. I really love her. It's very surreal.
What was it about Mariah's music growing up that spoke to you? What was that special sauce about her voice?
The vocals and the sense of humor. I think her pen and her producing ear, I mean, yes, she's the greatest vocalist, of course. But the other pieces are just are just what make her,
Yeah.
Talk about, she's the greatest singer. So many people sing beautifully, but her point of view and her sense of humor and her wit in her songwriting, and she talk about male drag.
Wait, did she do that?
Yes.
What did she do?
The Obsessed video. Look it up.
Let's look it up.
You have to see it.
And Lady Gaga also does that as well, so well.
Yes. Oh my God.
And And I mean,
love these divas. She's another as well who's just so, I love her so much. She's the sweetest in the world.
That Rain on Me is so good.
Well, thank you.
And I loved seeing you two together because it just felt like two professional super talents. Like
That's so
I could
nice.
just,
We're theater nerds as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, obsessed Mariah Carey. Oh, she's dressed as she's at the limousine. She's a limousine driver. She's obsessed with herself. She's playing a. Wow, I never saw this.
I know. She's one of us.
That is so cool. Who are you seeing in music, in film, and who are you saying like, whoa, they're doing something really exciting? I'm inspired by them.
I have to say, I'm on set right now. I'm filming this movie.
Can you talk about what you're filming? Or is
yes,
it
I'm filming Fokker-in-Law.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I'm having so much. I know, it's crazy.
That's great.
It's like the fourth Fokkers movie, but it's such a treat and it's such a privilege. I'm learning so much and working with Ben Stiller and Robert De Niro and everyone that is in this cast. I'm really enjoying my time with, and it's such a.
Who's directing it?
John Hamburg.
John is awesome.
Yeah, he's wonderful.
Yeah, he's great.
And it's just so great to sort of experience a new journey and learn from those around me. And I'm very inspired by my cast. And Beanie Feldstein is in it, and she's
so
incredible.
Great.
I love her so much.
So funny, so
wonderful. And I'm learning a lot from my castmates. And and
it's probably like a lot less physical. It's probably a lot less physically exhausting than Wicked, which must be.
It's not. I'm not kidding. I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but I have to say it because you're going to laugh your ass off. My character is a triathlete.
Oh no! So you're always running?
I spent yesterday doing burpees and high knees with Robert De Niro. And he's like, good job, Olivia. Good job. And it's like the craziest, the most surreal thing. I'm like, what is this movie? What are we doing? But I'm having a blast. It's really special. But no, it's not. It's less physically exhausting. Yeah, she's a lot of things. But a triathlete is one of them. There's also a lot of biking in this movie.
Oh, no.
And like a lot.
Oh, no.
Ben Stiller is
he's so
he's
fit.
An Olympian.
He runs like a couple miles a day. It's too much.
It's crazy.
No, it's too much.
I feel like I'm on the set of The Avengers. Between him and Bob, Mr. De Niro, I'm like, are you guys?
But Bob's not running in the morning, is he? Oh my God.
At like 3:30. I love them.
They gotta stop. That's not okay.
I'm obsessed with them. But I do love a good morning Pilates moment. I do.
Here's how I feel about running.
Yes. I prefer walking.
I prefer walking.
There we go.
And when people are running, I'm like, too much running.
Yeah.
What are you running from?
I hear.
It's too much running. But I just assumed that Wicked is just so much physical because also the outfits.
It is.
The outfits are a lot of like wearing an outfit is heavy. Like that's just
every day was corseted. The only looks that I had that weren't corseted were my pajamas, but it was helpful.
Yeah, it kept you feeling.
I was so eager to get into my corset and her shoes because I wanted to like find her posture immediately and like her weird stiffness. I wanted to jump into that.
Yeah.
So I had a rehearsal corset and rehearsal shoes, and then it was like fine by the time it was great.
And John Chu seems awesome.
He's the best person in the whole entire world.
You can just kind of tell right away. I mean, I have to say, in general, the press that you and Cynthia did for the tour was so exciting to watch because there isn't like there's this thing that one always has to push against when you're a woman in the business, which is people are kind of constantly comparing and asking each other. Like there's just like a little bit of an electricity in the air that people are looking for conflict.
Yeah.
And what you and Cynthia did over and over and over again was so radical, which is you kept getting ahead of it, speaking to it, and then in the moment really reminding everybody about how you made a commitment to each other to support each other through the project. It was really cool. And in doing so, you commented on the bigger idea of like the pressure women feel constantly to be compared to each other and to have conflict with each other. Did you two make that pact together? It feels like you did. Did you say it to each other, or was it just unspoken?
Well, we did. You know, it was really, first of all, thank you. It was really hard work, you know?
Yeah.
Not to commit to that, but to kind of take care of each other.
Mm-hmm.
Firstly, through this incredibly huge thing that was making Wicked. You know, I really wanted to be safe in each other, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to make sure that she knew immediately. Like, I am a Cancer. I jumped in way too fast. I was like, hi. Time.
You were like ready to cry?
Yeah, I was like, hello.
Shall we cry together?
Yeah, let's start with the darkest. No, but you know, I really did want to establish that right away.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of said, hey, we're getting to know each other. We're going to learn a lot about each other very quickly.
Yeah.
You need to know. I want you to know there's nothing that we can't talk about.
Mm.
You don't have to face something alone.
Mm.
If you need help with something, I am on your side already.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know what it is yet, but we'll get there together. This is a huge undertaking.
Yeah.
And I want us to stay connected as much as possible every step of the way. And, you know, there were so many challenges in the making of, and that we checked in, and we always stayed honest. You know?
did.
Like,
and we got to see it. It was really cool because you have to deal with a lot of people's energy when they're talking to you about the stuff that you made. And the way, and also you guys just physically checked in. Like, it's really sweet how you touch each other. You like to touch like, in a non-sexual way.
God.
And it is in a loving way of like supporting each other.
Yes.
You like to hold each other's like hands and be there for, it's very sweet.
Yes.
You like to do that with people. Am I wrong?
I do. I am very, I channel a lot of energy through my hands.
Yeah.
And so I'm always holding a hand. I'm always like squeezing a something, as you've learned. I'm always reaching for something. Sometimes
we have so many things here that you can squeeze fake food if you want.
That's wonderful. No, but it's often like who I'm with. And it's like I like to channel support and energy and like whatever. I didn't even notice that it was a thing about me until that thing happened. And then
you're talking about when you grabbed Cynthia's little finger. It was so cute.
Yeah, because I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
Sure.
And
you're like, and you just reached over a little teeny tiny grab.
And I knew it was tender and sincere and beautiful, and I just wanted to be supportive. I was like, oh my God.
And it was so sweet. And
it felt sweet. It felt
again,
beautiful,
a great example of in a awkward or confusing moment, you guys kept turning towards each other.
Yes. And I think that's something that we've worked hard to maintain. And, you know, there's a lot of time that passes between the wrapping of the film and then the press tour happening.
Yeah.
And then, you know, it's a check-in here and there when you can. You know, we're both so busy, but we do our very best to stay connected in that way and to take care of each other. Let's all take care of each other so that we can honor the project as much as humanly possible and do great work.
Yeah.
Is like the best lens ever.
Yeah.
And I'm so lucky that John Chu is the king of that exact thing that we're talking about.
I mean, the fact that he was at his baby's birth and not at Wicked premiere.
I mean, thank God.
I know, but there's a few people that would have made a different choice.
I know, but he had 3 over the course of the whole film, you know? I think
he had 3 babies?
Yeah.
Well, let's be clear. His wife had 3 babies.
Yes. Kristen had 3 babies.
Yes, but
that's how long we've been working on this.
Wow, that's
thing.
a lot of babies.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
3.
Yeah. Wow. No twins?
No twins.
Shit. Okay. All right. Okay. I have a lightning round for you. Okay. So
I have to disclaim, I'm really bad at lightning.
Lightning doesn't have to be fast.
I'm like in the middle always because PTSD. I build a case for both answers.
Yeah.
So I'm like very indecisive due to things.
Okay, got it. So I want you to know that this is not. You don't have to worry about being fast because I also don't ask the questions fast.
Oh, okay. Thank God.
So it's a slow.
Okay, good. I feel very safe.
We're on a slow round, a really slow lightning, like where you kind of see it in the sky and it comes down really slowly and it hits the ground really slowly.
It.
Okay,
turtle round.
So the first thing I'm going to ask you is kind of a gotcha question.
Okay, give me it.
And this gotcha question is: you say you're 5'3".
I don't say that.
That's what the internet says.
I say I'm 5'2". Well, the internet says a lot of things.
True.
But I'm 5'2".
That was the question.
I'm 5'2".
Are you 5'2"?
I'm 5'2".
Is it 5'2" on your license? Do you have a license?
I haven't used it in a long time.
Okay.
Because I'm in New York.
Do you have a current driver's license?
I think so.
She thinks so.
I'm kidding. I'm joking. No, I do. I'm not driving though.
Do you like being 5'2"? What's the pros and cons of being 5'2"? I ask because I am also 5'2", but my license says 5'3".
Does it?
Yeah.
Was that a choice?
No, they measured me, or somehow someone put it down.
Was a tall day? You were having a tall day.
I was having a tall day.
I get it.
And I got like excited. I was like 5'3". I was like, okay. And then,
but pep in your step.
Yeah. So 5'2".
We're
so
5'2".
What do you think about being a tiny person?
I think it's fine. I think I'm enjoying my time.
Mm-hmm.
Things I wish I could reach more.
Yeah.
I wish I could reach like the water more.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I could reach it.
Is there anything that you think you wish you had height for? Like just, I guess, reaching.
No, I mean just reaching.
Yeah.
You know, the highest book, the highest water, the highest whatever it is. But I'm
you
okay
like it.
with it. Do you
I mean, I know no other way.
I know no other way either.
I know no other
That's
way.
the thing.
I mean, I have heard that shorter people live longer. But not to brag.
I don't know why that I hope so.
I hope so.
Well, I hope we all live long. I don't know what I'm saying.
I mean, we can't all live long. Let's give it to the short people.
I hope everyone lives a beautiful long life.
Of course, but let's have short people live longer.
Let's have something. Yeah. Let's have something.
Okay, moving on. Lightning round.
Okay.
Do you think you had a past life? Have you ever felt like you've lived before?
Oh God, you're going here? That's so not lightning.
This is not lightning.
I do feel like I've lived before, but
I
don't know.
Who? What? Who was she? He? What was? Where did you live? Do you have a sense?
I have no sense.
Okay.
But I do feel old. So that's what people say. They say, "Oh,
like an old soul."
I'm not calling myself an old soul.
Okay.
I think I'm just tired. Actually, I think I'm just
whoever you were was tired.
Old. Yeah, I think it was tired, and I think they might have drowned.
Ooh,
sorry. I just have a thing with like when people hold their breath underwater. I don't like that.
Okay, very good to know.
I don't like that at all.
Great.
But back to the thing when you said, "Is there anything you wish you could do?" I just have one more, and
please.
If I don't get it out, I wish I were a person who like had endless entomology knowledge, and I could look at a bug and be like, Lepidoptera pieridae, you know, that kind of person.
Yes.
I do wish I had that.
Who could classify insects.
Different insects.
Mm-hmm. I know what you mean.
Like, you know, the people who do that with birds. I have the bird app, the Merlin app. Do you have that?
No.
It's fabulous. You record the sound of the bird and it quickly pops up what it is. They can tell by their tone of voice. I love that.
I feel like you would also probably be able to impersonate a lot of birds.
I think you have a lot of faith in me. They're being really kind to me.
Best Halloween costume you've ever worn?
Oh, well.
Or one that you've worn?
I think my favorites are the Best in Show stuff that I did with Liz, that we did together. That's forever my favorite. And I was also the pig face from Twilight Zone. That was like a fun.
Oh, yes. That's an old classic.
Yes. I love Halloween.
For people that don't remember, there was a Twilight Zone where a woman woke up from
the Beholder.
Yes. And she woke up from what was like plastic surgery and everyone started screaming and her face looked beautiful.
Gorgeous.
But they were all
pig faces.
Mm-hmm.
Fabulous.
So chew on that.
Fabulous episode.
What about best bath product? Do you love taking baths?
I love Lush. I'm a Lush person.
You're like a bath bomb?
I'm a bath bomb.
So you love a fizz.
I love a fizz. I love the smell. I love like salts and a bath bomb and a trickle of oil, like essential oils.
And do you take, do you have one of those things on your
baths.
bathtub, like where it goes across where you can put your phone? Do you take your phone to your bath?
I do. I also take my laptop. I get a lot of work done. I'm not kidding. Okay, so I have to talk about this because I'm a big bath person. Did someone tip you off?
Yes, we heard you're a big bath person.
Oh my God, I'm a big bath person. I like it's like an office. It's a ritual. It's a ceremony.
Yeah.
And
talk us through the ceremony.
I'm in the bath and I have my coffee. I have my coffee here.
Got it. Do you have a tray?
My laptop here. No, it's just on the edge of the thing. And
that's scary.
I know, but it's okay. It's always fine. And I push the bubbles back so that they're not in the way because this is when I have time to do like my approvals of stuff before I go to work. So
that's good.
So I'm able to look at the links of stuff
in the water.
Yeah, look at it.
It's so interesting and yet afraid of drowning.
I know, but that's the thing. So I'm in control in the
There we
bath.
go.
There's a big control
It's
piece
healing.
that we're working on, and I'm in
It's
control in the bath.
Yeah.
And I'm a Cancer, so I'm very aquatic. I love the water. I love to be submerged, but the drowning thing.
Yeah. Favorite Italian food?
Ooh, I have to say pasta.
What kind? So many kinds.
Marinara.
Just simple marinara.
Yeah, what my Nona would make.
Yes, I'm sorry about the
Yes,
passing of your
thank
Nona.
you.
She seemed amazing.
She was
Marjorie,
amazing. She was so funny.
tell me about her.
My favorite Nona story is Frankie coming out to her. And
So, Frankie,
my brother is Frankie. He is gay. And he is very gay. I don't know if you know. And he came out to us, and my first question was like, "Do you have a boyfriend? Who is he? I want to meet him." And Nona was just trying to figure it out. She's very accepting, very loving, very celebratory, but she was just trying to figure it out because she couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
And in her mind, she had plenty of boyfriend. He had plenty of girlfriends and whatever. And so she goes, "Frankie, have you seen a pair of breasts?" And he was like, yeah, no, I've seen breasts, yeah. And she goes, "Didn't do anything for you?" He was like, no. And she was like, "Well, you're gay." And that was like, yeah, I know. Like, he was like, "I wasn't asking for you."
She was
to
like,
tell
"One
me
more
that I'm
time,
gay."
right before you
Yeah.
leave, can I just tempt you one more time?
Yeah. She was
Have you
like,
seen all of them?
She's like, "I just want to know if you know what you mean." And it was just so funny.
Before you go, I'd like to remind you what you're
Yeah.
missing. And Frankie was like, "I'm okay."
Yeah, I'm good. I know. I've already asked this question. I promise.
She seems amazing.
She was amazing.
Your family seems like they're like a really funny, like tight group. Like you seem really connected to your family.
We are.
I mean, are you a typical Italian family?
I think so. I think that's how we kind of grew up in the loud Italian household with
Yeah.
Sunday dinners and cards. And,
yeah.
I learned poker, like I was saying, way before I should have,
Yeah.
probably. And
Yeah.
it was beautiful. I do feel like I am so right smack in the middle between my mom and my dad. Like I think Frankie and my mom are like very similar, and then I'm like kind of in the middle of it all. But yeah, they were amazing. And my grandpa was the best ever.
What was he like?
He was the best. And
What did you call him?
My grandpa.
Grandpa.
I called my Nona, and my grandpa because he thought no sounded too negative.
No.
He didn't like it.
He was like, no.
Yeah. But he was incredible.
Yeah.
And he didn't. And when Frankie came out to him, he was just like, what the hell? Who cares? What are we going to love him any less? We got dinner reservations at Positano. Let's go.
Perfect. It's like that's what you wish for every kid.
Yeah.
You wish for every kid that they have that kind of like loving, teasing, instant acceptance, instant love.
Yes.
And just like being seen right away.
We need it now more than ever.
Amen.
Yes.
Amen.
I wish that for all the kids.
Same.
Yeah.
And you provide that for a lot of people. Ariana, you're just so great.
You are.
I just love you so much too.
I was so nervous and excited to come here because I adore you so much.
Thank you. Was there anything we didn't talk about?
I don't think there is.
Okay, great. Thanks so much for doing this. It means a lot. And congrats on Wicked 2, which is going to be out this week. And I'm sure this little indie film is going to get a lot of people talking. No, but congrats on the huge success of it. And I can't wait to see all the stuff that's coming up for you. And I'm just such a fan. So thanks for doing this.
Me too. I love you and thank you for having me.
Thank you so
It's an
much.
honor.
Thank you, Ariana. It was so great to have you and so great to hear you talk about all of the good things. And it is time now for the Poehler Plunge. Today's Poehler Plunge is presented by Visible. When your phone plan's as good as Visible, you've got to tell your people. Unlimited data, just $25 a month. Join today at visible.com. So to plunge into the interview today, I just want to say that Ariana talked a lot about game night and how much fun she has playing games and how some members of her family get competitive. And I wanted to just kind of do a public service announcement to remind people that a competitive person at game night can ruin a game night. But as kind of a competitive person myself, don't come if you're not ready to win. So walk the line, care and try, but don't be, so awful that you make everybody quiet. It's a fine line, but I know you can reach it. So today's Polar Plunge was presented by Visible. It's one-line wireless on Verizon's 5G network for $25 a month. That's a top-tier network at a budget-friendly cost. Tell your people and make the switch. Terms apply. See visible.com for plan features and network management details. Thank you so much for listening. See you again. Bye. You've been listening to Good Hang. The executive producers for this show are Bill Simmons, Jenna Weiss-Berman, and me, Amy Poehler. The show is produced by The Ringer and Paper Kite. For The Ringer, production by Jack Wilson, Kat Spillane, Kaya McMullen, and Aleya Zenieris. For Paper Kite, production by Sam Green, Joel Lovell, and Jenna Weiss-Berman. Original music by Amy Miles.